Going on, guys? Back for another quick trade recap video. Today we're going to be going over the trade on the screen. Netted me about $545 on my take profit trader account. So I didn't trade on my top step accounts today because I still had my payout transferring, so that actually just hit, which is awesome. I got the 10k payout. What I just learned, and I should have known obviously, is now that I've made over 10k in payouts, I've made about $21,000 in payouts so far over the last 2 months. Now they take 10%. It's 90-10 split, so I took 2k from every account, meaning that they took $200 from every payout. So they took $1,000 from me. So instead of making 10,000, it was about 9,000 and some change. I mean, it does kind of hurt because like $1,000 is $1,000, but you know, a $9,000 payout, still beautiful. But we didn't trade on those today. I know there were some plays that could have been taken, but it was a no news Tuesday. And with where did it go? With news and stuff tomorrow, I'm cool with waiting for that. This take profit account is more or less going to be just an account that I'm risking pretty heavy on. I'm not a huge fan of them in terms of their rules and stuff. I mean, their evals, you have to trade for 5 days, which is kind of ridiculous. So I ended up having to take like a week to pass it because in my quote-unquote 5 days, there was a weekend, so I had to wait for Sunday. And then I passed it on Sunday, or I quote-unquote passed it on Sunday. I'd already passed it multiple days prior. And then they didn't activate the account till Tuesday morning, so it was about a week to pass the account, which is ridiculous for an eval. Where on Top Step you can pass it in 2 days, automatically get activated. Alpha, I've seen videos where people can pass it and get activated the same day. So that kind of sucks. Another thing is, the only reason I bought an account with them is because they're running a discount for 40% off plus no activation fee. And then when I went to activate my account, it did not have the free credit there, so I ended up paying for the account. And I had to reach out to support, and I ended up getting the credit, which kind of means either they're going to refund me and take the credit away, hopefully, or that means I have to purchase another account and use the credit on that account, which I mean, I don't really want to do, but if I have to, I will, because I don't want the credit going to waste. But yeah, so let's just get into the trade that I took. Like I said, this account, I'm going to be trading minis because I'm going to be risking more. I believe you need to build a $2,000 buffer before you can accept, or before you can request any type of payout, which isn't bad because I'm pretty sure you can do daily payouts on this. So if I'm trading with minis, I can be hitting $1,000 plus trades, meaning that I could get a payout pretty quick. The only thing that also sucks about this is it's intraday drawdown. Their evals are end of day, and then they switch it over, which kind of sucks. But so this will be my first time ever trading with that. Today it kind of went well, as you can see. Basically, there was no drawdown. This kind of hurt a little bit. I mean, we dropped back 40 ticks. That's like $200, but obviously that does not matter. $200, and I had $2,000 drawdown, so it didn't really matter. So let's hop into the trade real quick, I guess. What are we looking for? I mean, on the day I was pretty bullish for a couple of reasons. At least once we came down and swept out all the lows. I don't know. Oh, okay. So down here, low of day was kind of, I don't think it hit the 4-hour gap, but it was ridiculously close. So this was like, I think like a tick away from the 4-hour gap, which was ridiculous because my plan was to long out of this gap on my top step accounts, and we did not hit it, so therefore I could not take it. But as you can see, we were literally ticks away. Let's see. Yeah, we were like less than 2 points away from hitting that, and I would have taken that on my top step accounts because it would have been, we would have swept out all of previous session liquidity. We would have been delivering from an untapped 4-hour PD array, SMT, so that would have been the perfect turtle soup, and obviously I could have made a killer from that. We didn't get that, so we didn't take the trade, even though we were off by only a point and a half. But then coming to this trade, so at that point I was bullish. We flipped structure to the upside, having highs that I wanted to take out, but it just took them all out now during like Asia session. So we had these highs and these highs and these highs that I wanted to see ran, and we just did it at 4 o'clock. So I guess it was a little bit early, but 4 o'clock. We took it all out, unfortunately, but that's why I was bullish. We had all these low resistance highs that we had left. So yeah, so that's why I flipped. And then here, we're just getting out of lunchtime, I believe. Yeah, so it's 1 o'clock. Come down, sweep out liquidity, creating SMT. That's a turtle soup. Obviously, we have some stacked highs here that I wanted to see swept. We're delivering from a PD array. It's basically just my turtle soup entry, basically a PO3. So you can see consolidation, manipulation, and then I guess my whole play right there is the distribution. So you can see that's kind of how it played out. So AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and obviously we went higher, and I could have held, no reason to, and with the intraday drawdown, I wanted to play it pretty safe. I didn't want to risk anything like that. So yeah, SMT, turtle soup on these lows. This doesn't need to be a long video. The beginning was kind of me just yapping, but going over everything that happened. But I'm just going to draw it out for everyone. So boom, fair value gap, turtle soup, the liquidity with SMT, with some good draw on liquidities. And we're following the trend, obviously. I don't know why it keeps bringing me all the way back, but obviously following the trend, came down this morning and got a super strong reaction up. So we're following high time frame. And yeah, that's really it. Not much to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a trade in. I believe there's news. It's like CPI or something tomorrow, but problem is I have class at 9:20 in the morning and I have an exam, so I'm not going to be able to trade at 9:30, which is usually when I trade. But if I get out, class usually ends around 10. If I can get out and still find a trade, I will. I'm not going to really force anything. My top step accounts are five $200 days away from requesting another payout, and this account is 1,500 away from creating the buffer. I'm not going to rush anything, especially because I just secured that 10K payout today. So now on the month, it's the 9th, and I've secured $14,000 in payouts already. So on the month, we're sitting right below $15,000 while being a full-time college student, and we still have, it's the 9th, so we still have 3 more weeks to trade, and I need 5 days to get another payout. So, and my smallest payout should be at least $5,000 because my balance is already sitting over 1,000. So if I do 5 $200 days, which is not the case, I'm going to trade like normal. But let's say I did that, that's $1,000, puts me at $2,000 on every account, and then I request $1,000 each from each account. That's $5,000. That puts me at 20K in the month. And as a full-time college student, I promise I'm probably not going to spend 20K while I'm sitting here taking classes every day in a town where there's not much to do. So I'm just basically going to be stacking bread for the whole year, which is awesome because come summertime or come any of my breaks, I'll have a lot of money to go anywhere or do whatever I want to do and not worry about it. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, that's my mindset going forward. And now that I know that partial of my profits is being taken by Top Step, I'm going to take things a lot more seriously. Not in the sense that I wasn't before, but in a sense of like, okay, now this $5,000 payout is not going to be $5,000. It's going to be less, stuff like that. I'm going to try my best not to tilt. It's kind of inevitable. It kind of blows because I know at this point I should be good. And who knows, maybe I turn to Leaf getting this payout, but things are still stressful. And obviously all this money's brand new to me. So a year ago I didn't have this kind of money, and now I'm making $15,000 in a week trading. So obviously it's going to mess with my emotions a little bit. I'm probably going to try to chase the bag, but I just got to stay locked in. And that's kind of why I got this other account too, because if I don't see something super clean, I'm going to try to stay off my Top Step accounts. And I'm going to just, if I do tilt, it'll be on this account because I really don't care about this account. It might sound stupid to some of you, but like this account, I got it because I thought the deal was good. So I'm going to try to just rinse it for as much as I can. On my Top Step, I trade micros. On this, I'm going to be trading 1 to 2 minis every trade, depending on how well the setup is. If it's a super clean 930 PO3, I'm going 2 minis every time because I need to build this buffer, and then I'm just going to start taking payouts whenever I can. That'll be nice. This could be like, I don't know. This could pay my bills for the month, just cover my bills, and then my Top Step payouts just do whatever they want, and I can reinvest them or put them into some type of an investment account. now I'm kind of leaning towards creating a live account. Obviously, I need to wait to build a much bigger account because I've only got 20K in payouts. Could I trade with that? Sure, but I'd rather it be closer like 50 to $100,000, just so I have a lot of capital, and that also gives me a lot more time to lock in with my emotions and stuff like that. Because at that point, if I'm trading with $50,000 in my own money, it's a lot different than using prop firms. But I'd love to get to that point because then any money I make is automatically mine and I could pull it out of my account the second the trade hits. So if my TP hits and I make 2 grand, I could take the 2 grand out of my account right there and right then. Obviously, you can't do that trading prop firms. I absolutely love prop firms. I'm going to continue to use them because it is just like a life hack. Like I'm printing fake money right now. But yeah, I don't want to yap any longer. This is a pretty long video, pushing 11 minutes. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.